on YouTube.
Oh.
So you can still tweet out stuff, but you gotta point people on YouTube.
So go to YouTube. TikTok. I gotta find my phone. I gotta read stuff off my phone. The beat sound dope.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought, okay. It's explicit for a reason. See, look. It's time to get a new rabbit. I know. Starting some plays and some movies as well. I think so. Yeah.
I was like, do I know the Temptations? I was like, yeah, what?
Are you talking about the guy that was like the dude that got beat up at the car? And he was like, that was funny. Yeah, he got beat up by the car. All right, go ahead.
I was like, everybody was telling my story. He reminded me of Adam. His voice and stuff.
Yeah, he was the dude that got beat up
by the car.
He got beat up at a car. There was a part in the movie when he got beat up. You were there?
Melvin Franklin. No.
Yeah, that was really good. Are you in the actors field here? Like you get emails and stuff?
Not as much as because I don't have the age currently.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm working on. That's why I want to do the next month for the years that I'm locked down.
I mean, she gonna be in the corner. I mean,
oh, so right there? Oh, yes. That's why I sit over there, because I don't like being on the beach.
Actually, let's do this.
Oh,
Let me grab this one for you.
Mhm.
And you can get the one off this. Okay. So move that one back in the corner, man. I mean, I'm not.
it's easier to have that chair back there.
Oh, okay.
Chris, can you help us? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Cool. My big
Is Sean, Ryan come?
Nope.
Chris, can you sign me my first? Can you sign my first? Is it right there? What's your name? Wow, since I sat over here.
Huh?
So it's been a while since I
Yeah.
sat over here. Recording.
Yeah, we can get straight. Snack.
Huh?
That's some words up and give you a little snack over there.
Yeah, we got. I was like, who is that? All I heard was. I thought it was Maya. I was walking around the corner. I was supposed to be like, I was like, oh, hi.
I was crunch. It was so good. He was back.
No. No.
Man.
No.
Good. Oh, man.
It's
So do you
hot in here. Oh my
so you
goodness.
think it's better to do?
Yeah, I like the
That
location.
turn
It's
right at
cool.
Peachtree Valley.
Yeah.
You do 25 miles with the cost. You do 26.
Right.
It's a ticket.
I like our location.
When we go to the do also, I get stuck in the back by auction center because it's got YouTube deals. And I usually use what I got a DV6 with a D40 and all that stuff. You know, have the AMD quad core. I paid $270.
I'm talking about putting stuff on it.
My wife bought a G7, HP G7, $170 because they wiped the hard drive. So we had to put our own windows in.
Yeah.
And she got an i3 now. Okay.
Like this.
Huh? Oh. All right. What next?
All right, after this, we're going to come in. So we have like 2 minutes.
You want to close this?
No, you don't have to.
Did Maya come in? That's Tony's dad. You look like you could be her brother.
Black and white.
Oh, you gotta read the stuff, huh?
Is it up?
I'll put it on the screen.
Here we go.
Yeah, back in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. What's going on? Okay. All right, Ryan Righteous is out today. So we got Deontay back in the building.
Yeah.
We got a very special guest, Tyrone. We're going to introduce you to a little bit later.
Yeah.
Producer, director, and you know everybody else. So, as you may notice, the live stream is not working right now, the audio stream. So tell your friends to go to youtube.com / The Field Trackstarz to watch us do the show live. My bad. Lauren shook her head at me because I changed something. But yeah. So as you know, we've been streaming live the last couple of weeks. We already got somebody tuning in. Delisha Hilton, what's up? She says she's excited. Let's go. Yeah, we are ready as well. So
Yeah.
let's get into the sound off topic. Why are you looking?
Of which I am not prepared. Okay. All right, first thing, Miami Heat player Chris Anderson was a victim of an internet hoax known as catfishing. In this complex scheme, a woman in Canada pretended to be a woman in California with whom Chris Anderson has actually had contact. The catfish tried to extort money and gifts from Chris Anderson, but she also made contact with the Californian woman, pretending to be Chris Anderson and making threats against her.
Wow. I didn't know about this. I think I heard about it, but I ignored it. This catfish thing is getting big. My wife makes me watch it all the time, and but no, it's actually pretty interesting. Of course, the Manti Te'o kind of made it famous. It was a movie, now it's a TV show. I mean, that's what happens, man. If you can't see the people, if they live down the street and they won't see you, like, it's a problem.
So
He's the NBA now.
Now let me ask you, based off the show, dude, they're almost on season 2, and I'm shocked by it. Like I'm like, okay, season 1 I understand, but season 2, if somebody's like I want to see you, and you like, I don't want to see you, like I'm like, okay, we don't need to be seeing each other then. Like I don't understand. It's always based off the photo. It's like, oh, they're so attractive, their hair's so long. It's just funny. It's crazy, but that's sad for him, man. Like he should know better than that.
I mean, at this point in time, it's been out there now for a period of time.
Side hug, and all text messages that are sent to each other are sent through their parents' phones.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
It didn't get real crazy to the left.
yeah.
That's interesting.
Wow.
What y'all think?
That's beyond what?
That's
Yeah.
biblical.
That's biblical.
30-second side hug is biblical.
I'm playing.
And while going through that process of saving the day, certain things get revealed, and in order for this to really work, they convince the CEO that you need to ask for forgiveness in order to make this thing right. Because just saving your daughter who was kidnapped is not going to do it, because it's going to keep happening over and over again. So until you make things right, this is going to happen, and he does, and it's a happy ending. But there's a whole lot of crazy shenanigans throughout the movie.
Gotcha. So when is that coming out?
The official release date is October 18th. We're going to release it online through like Amazon and Vimeo, all digital video on demand. We're actually going to have a premiere at the Plaza Theater in Atlanta, Georgia on October 17th. So that's the day before everything else comes out. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to compete with, like the Avengers 3 or whatever.
Right.
The day before, you need to be down at the Plaza Theater on Ponce downtown. Then on Sunday, we'll do a second showing for the people that can't make it on Thursday. Bring your family out. But we're excited because this is probably the first time I've taken a project to that high of a level. I've done music videos, I've done short films, but it was one thing to shoot the movie and say, okay, I got my movie, here it is, a DVD master. Now, I'm going to put it on a big screen, and I'm going to sit back and go, wow, that's on the big screen. So I just thank God for the opportunities for even an independent theater to say, we're not part of Hollywood, we support what you do. Mm-hmm. Come on in, rent this theater out, fill it up, and have a ball. They're like, "What you the red carpet?" And I'm like, "The red carpet." That's just God right there. Yeah. So we're gonna get the same treatment that the Hollywood film would do, but we're just gonna do it in the 80s. So we grew up with the windbreakers, the Pumas, the Adidas, right, the sweatsuits, and the baseball cap turned backwards, and the big Cazal Run DMC glasses. Right. That's old school. He's still there. He still thinks he's in the 80s. So even his dialogue is like, yo, man, this is the 80s, son. And he doesn't have a smartphone. He has this big, giant brick phone that we built for the movie. But he doesn't use technology. He has this old school box radio with the TV in it. That's how he figures out where people are. He's using antennas. So, I just have these very eclectic characters. And then Tyrone, which is the character I played, he's insecure. He's overweight. He eats a lot of donuts in the movie. It's a lot of little jokes. He eats a lot of donuts in the movie. But what he does is he puts all that aside and uses God and rises to the occasion and said, let's get it together and let's go save this young lady.
That's what's up, man. You gonna hang out with us for a little bit?
Sure, man.
Yeah, we got some topics we want your opinion on. And look out for the cameo of Jeremiah in the movie too.
Oh man, yes. You gotta let me tell you something. You gotta see Jeremiah in this movie because was this your first acting in a movie?
Yeah, actually a movie that's on a film, like a big film, stuff like that. So I've never been into no. Like, you've never seen it in a film besides like a video or something, but
man, it was funny because of what I told Jeremiah. I said, all right, old school, he has a daytime, like a club that you would go on your lunch break. Like, that's how crazy this is. So it's a club you go on your lunch break, and Jeremiah was performing. So old school takes over. And so what, he like bum rushes the stage. So I said, all right, I need you to look at him real crazy, like, why are you on my set? Yeah. But at the same time, you can't say nothing because you got an opportunity to rock. So just to look at Jeremiah's face, his facial expressions when old school is just taking over is like priceless.
I can't wait.
Priceless. Yeah, man. I can't wait. It was fun though. It was fun. Like I was there when they was taping other scenes as well. So it's gonna be a good movie, man. Like it was funny. So I was like, wow. So yeah, and you may hear some other FMG, some songs from FMG.
Oh yeah,
too,
so. Yeah. The Breath of Fresh Air is definitely what we did that scene with, and I did talk you into living using not my type.
Oh
no! In my house, I have like 5 guitars in the wall. Like, I don't play them. I said
DEANC.
I said, give me your number. I got a gift for you. So he's like, he ain't know me. Like, okay. I'm like, bam, guitar.
I didn't know you said
I got long hair.
I want to know how to play the bass guitar.
Just buy one.
Yeah, no, that's
just
all.
buy one and play.
Yeah.
You ever played Guitar Hero?
Oh, I was a man of rock band.
Okay, so you already got the mechanics.
Yeah.
Just get it. What's up, Lord? No more bull stuff. You going to prison better thing. Like a radio show.
I play 5 jobs.
Who you telling? I know about it.
IBM Monday.
Huh?
I was saying I'm starting a job at IBM on Monday.
That's real good. Congratulations. Those guys.
Stack up money.
Yeah.
Vacation, cruise, the world.
We go on vacation ourselves. We go on a cruise.
I'm saying
Big days.
one day I might take a cruise.
Somebody's buzzing.
Oh, I definitely will.
Oh.
No, it's not.
You know, one more song.
What's next, Noworthy? What's next, Noworthy?
A topic. Yes.
And topic.
That was something I don't have a long for long.
I
couldn't see no iTunes.
That day you weren't here, you put that line up, not for long together in like 10 minutes.
That's your take on Mr.
Oh no, that's just the new stuff.
So then you're going to go cheap. I told Sean, give me a wish list of what I need. I just make phone calls.
I need a laptop, brother.
That's a hard one, but
Okay,
I need a laptop.
I still make the phone call. But you know, hold on. What's his name? They gave him an old MacBook. This old
That CD, that Curly put that thing on the CD, or like 25 tracks on it. Man, somebody got me for. I was so mad.
Really? Wow.
What was that one with the girl? You said Good L.
Yeah.
What about Good L?
Good L.
You said, who is it? You know about Good. You try that with green Cadillac. I was right behind that man. I'm trying to
Yeah, I'm doing something like that.
Can you get some donuts?
With the whole, yeah.
With an 8-ball or cocaine and donuts?
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Ricky Smile. He had that CD that had like little tracks or something. Frank Call.
Oh my goodness, right.
Oh, look, you got so
I felt some type of way around that time.
More rock water lips.
I was like, I don't know if I could ever do that again.
I want some more rock water lips.
Oh.
We call the Chinese restaurant. They have some more rock water lips.
I haven't heard about it. Oh my goodness.
Did you call a funeral home?
Oh, what?
You better see it on the CD?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And you bought it?
All right, 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Nobody. I knew something was wrong because when I went by the grass wasn't cut.
Oh my
You always
goodness.
cut the grass.
I always cut the grass on Wednesday at this time, 5:30.
Wow.
Then he say, how did he say that? Well, who else you got down there?
He said, we got bunnies.
We got bunnies.
No, you.
He started screaming.
Oh my goodness. Oh, wow.
Who else you got down there?
You're all stupid. 50
holding,
seconds.
y'all holding the funerals down there today. Okay, well, I'm going to come by.
Actually, 45 seconds.
Oh.
Your grandbaby gonna hit my grandbaby. He said, I'm going to do a drive-by. If no prayer-by. So little tiny Bob was at you.
40 seconds.
I love this man. I did his show.
Oh,
10 seconds.
I'm tired of her hookups, but I do want to give her another chance. I don't know what to do, Trackstarz, because I'm about to give up on men in Atlanta, saved and non-saved. The hookup.
Oh,
What y'all think?
oh Lord.
Fire!
Fire!
More fire!
Well, wow. Yeah, I don't think she should go that friend anymore for some guys.
Yeah.
2 in a row? What, you want to wait for 3 strikes and you're out? But wow, that's pretty interesting. Well, the church is, I call it the holy hospital, So everybody ain't always saved, but they were. I feel like this relationship period, when you're looking, chances are you're not going to find. I think the way that God works, and I know it's worked wonders in my life on every aspect, from relationships to people to jobs to different things, that I always say patience is a virtue.
Right.
I can even go personally and think about times that I wanted a relationship, so I will go talk to that girl. Oh, she looked good, and all this type of stuff like that. And then I'm in this relationship, and then it's like horrible. It's like even the ones in church.
Yeah. Yeah.
Church. But in my relationship now, like this one was it just happened. It was brought to me. It wasn't like, oh yes, we're going to date, we're going to talk, and we're going to go on these things. It's just a friendship that evolved into a relationship.
Right.
And those are like the best relationships because it is natural. It's not forced. And a lot of times, especially as young people, 24 years old, she's still fresh. Mm-hmm. But we like to force, because we feel like, once you get a certain age, you want to be a certain place. I knew when I was a kid, I thought I was going to be married by 25 or 23 and all this other stuff. Yeah. I'm 27. So I ain't married. I ain't, and it's not a rush, but you have to be really ready for that particular commitment. Yep. And it's it's just real. And so, I don't know, I think she should just chill.
Yeah.
Pray to God and let God do His work. I mean, God knows your heart. He knows what you want, and He will foresee you having that man when you ready.
I think I'm gonna speak on behalf of the single ladies. Hold on, because I heard that before, where somebody's like, "I'm tired of being lonely. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this," and then even if you say pray, you say do this, you say that, they've done it before, so they're like, we got to continue to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So how do you say that to somebody, though? At the end of the day, it's like,
you just promote the women to be alone. When it's a part of it. It really is a part of it.
You promote women to be in that drought.
I ain't even really talking about women.
That's the word I guess I'm thinking of. But yeah, you got to walk it out.
I was talking about myself. This is I think we think this is all about what women got to do, but there's some guys that feel the same way. Like, man, I can't find nobody, and people are like, always not. I mean, you cut out all the ratchetness.
You have family members be like, in Atlanta, you can't find nobody.
No, but I'm serious though. Like, not everybody is marryable. Like, I mean, that cuts the range down a lot. Yeah. So no matter what the actual female-male ratio is how many women are really about that life, So I mean, once you do that, it does get bleak. I know there was a lot of guys when I was still single. Ryan, I mean, that's how me and Ryan. That was all our shows was about that when we were single. But because I mean,
a video, an old school video. If you ever find it, or the Trackstarz, or Valentine's Day, it's y'all two on.
That was a rough day, man.
That's pre-Alfie and pre-Toya.
That was a rough day. But nah, man, because I'm telling you from experience, like you have to get to that point where it's like, man, what am I doing this for? Am I? And this is a conversation I had with Ryan a while ago. I feel like once we got married, I felt like I ran out of stuff to pray about. Because it felt like everything I was talking to God was about this. Yeah. And I realized, man, what do I really want from God? Do I really want a God-filled life that's influential, that can help people? Do I just want to get married? Do I just want to have sex? You know what I mean? Like, that's really I felt like I was praying for.
Hey, that's real talk.
No, I'm serious.
That's real talk.
So.
I'll save you, man. I'll save you. What I want the young lady to know is that, and I'm just going to speak from my experience as Tyrone. What I did when I got rededicated to God, okay, it was one thing to be saved, but it was another thing to be rededicated and to say, all right, I'm signing a contract now I'm gonna do what you want me to do. For 3 years, and I'm not even lying. For 3 years, the word was no. Hey, you want to go out? No. You want to? No. Can I get your number? No.
Yeah.
Because I equate that to when you ride in a plane, they tell you, put that mask on yourself so you can help somebody else. If you're not in a position to be that person or build yourself up to be that person that, first of all, a woman is going to want. I recognized who my wife was because when I saw in her what I was kind of building for myself, I'm like, that's it right there.
All right, real quick, because I feel like I hear her in my head saying, I know that already, I know that, but I still want to do, right? So, what's some like practical, what's a good Christian man look like? Because I think she's having trouble
Let the
figuring that
ladies
out.
ask that first, and then we come behind.
I was just gonna say every brother that says he's a Christian is not. So you can't use that as like, oh, he said he's a Christian, I can check it off my list. One of the main ways for you to really know if a guy is legit is to actually watch them, to observe them, talk to their friends, ask your friends about him. Like, don't just go at face value, but literally, you gotta find some fruit. There has to be some fruit there. It can't just be, oh, he looked like Denzel and he a Christian. It can't be that. Like, it has to be like, this is a legit man of God, bottom line. And that's the only way you're going to know that is with time.
Hold on. I'm going to put you on the spot, Maya.
Sure.
What makes our DJ Jeremiah such a great catch?
Oh, I love my Jeremiah.
What made you know? Like, that's that dude.
Well, I'm not going to lie. It definitely took me a minute to realize this was who I was supposed to marry. Because we have been friends for years. And I did not want to date my friend. I didn't. I wanted our eyes to meet from across the room and be like, oh, that's the one. I wanted him to come in on a white horse and rescue me from all kind of stuff. And Chris was right there, like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? And I'm like, I'm fine. And I'm looking over here to my right, But it really took me stepping back and saying, okay, Maya, do you really want a man of God, or do you just want somebody that says he's a man of God? And quite honestly, it took me bumping my head a couple times, like the times you're talking about. I mean, I had those times, and Chris was right there the next day. Time I was like, oh, you on the exchange program, going from one dude to the other? Really? Like, what in the world? But it took me stepping back and saying, okay, Maya, you really have to decide which is most important, what's on the outside or what's on the inside. And not how a person looks, but even the whole status and image, because we're drawn to guys that have a lot of charisma, a lot of guys they're in the forefront. They're seen doing this and seen doing that, instead of the person that's really walking it out. And they may be a lot more obscure because they don't care about all the flash. They don't care about all the attention. They don't care about looking a certain way. They care about being a certain way. And so I had to literally step back and comb my own.
Sometimes you're going to be mad. You're going to talk to God and be like, what am I doing wrong? Why is it not happening? But if you're not doing anything wrong and you know that you're the kind of woman that qualifies for a good man, then you just have to continue to motivate yourself and know that it's going to work out. Whether you're with somebody or not, whatever's meant for you, God is going to place that in your life at the right time so you don't have to worry about anything.
That's it. All right, man. You in the field with the Trackstarz. Ryan Wright to Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
That's real. That time is that's good.
I would say, like, saved or non-saved, would that be a focus or no?
I don't think so.
Because she said she was dating saved or non-saved.
Austin thought she meant she was giving up on guys. Period.
Yeah, he did say that.
I didn't catch that.
My thing is, like, on the whole saved or unsaved thing, I feel like, at least for me personally, like, I don't think I discriminate against that you or not. I feel like it would be my duty or to introduce that,
Yeah, but can you do that within a dating?
I mean, no. It wouldn't be. You can't do it within a dating thing. To be honest, I mean, that'd be more harder than because it seems kind of not biased. I don't know what the word is, but it would seem like I don't know. My focus is more so on having a relationship. Like, I mean, because even my girl now, I know she's not. She didn't grow up in church.
Yeah.
Like, she went to church on a random day that her roommate asked her to go to church.
Wow.
And then that's how she started to go to church.
Yeah.
Me, I grew up in church. The day I was born.
Yeah.
I come from that background. She doesn't come from that. So with us, my questions weren't about like, oh, do you go to church all the time or do this? do you know God?
Yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
real. It should be.
Once I heard that answer, I was satisfied. And I know she feels like we're on two different paths just because, I'm like more heavier in it than she is, but I'm like, don't let that discourage you
Right.
from
Yeah.
because we don't have the same walk. We all have our own walk. It's just
As
one
long as
you
you're
got
walking in the right direction, both in the same
If
direction.
we in the
That's
same
fine.
direction, then you ain't round the corner backside.
Right.
One of the two of them.
So I mean, I think I focus more so on that. If you even know who God is, and
Yeah.
what is, how do you feel about it? What is your thoughts on it? What do you see? What do you see in your life? What do you think? You know what I'm saying? So those are the questions that before it even gets to anywhere, that has to be answered. At least for me.
Yeah.
And that young lady also has to look at who the hookup person is.
Yeah.
You know, because it could be a pimp.
Yeah.
The
Right.
fact that you using the words "nice young lady," I mean, that's like, okay, that helps.
That's so real that you said that.
Shorty
'Cause I
red
think
bone
about
over
that.
there.
I think about that with my best friend.
Just saying. That's how
I look
personal
red bone over there.
Red bow.
I know.
Red bone
Home
over there.
girl.
But the question is, did women come in and know cameras was all over?
Yeah.
Really?
Turn that on. Hello.
Oh wow.
1996.
Oh.
You don't know how much I had to destroy. It was like, wait, look at this computer. Delete. Tapes. CDs. Burn them. That was like, I'm coming to, in 2006 when I first went to Destiny, there was a lot of stuff. I had long dreadlocks. And I said, you know what? That old life, I'm not saying that it's never been a part of me because I testify with it, but I don't need it no more. Man, I was racing stuff, giving stuff away, not like here's my old homemade porn, but just stuff that was just negative. And then I learned about soul ties. I was like, oh, okay, let me get myself back. So I exercised. And so when I was able to go to my wife, hey, this is 100% of me. You know, you're looking at 100% Tyrone. So you're not looking at 80% and 20% still reminiscing about some ex that took the camera out. All that was dead. And so my wife, I'm like, you got 100% of me. Here's the bad credit. Here's this. Here's that. Got a good job, and it's all about God. And if you got a problem with that, you got a problem with it. I really don't care.
Right.
But that's how hardcore I am.
See, I used to be looked at some type of way. I was like that. I was hardcore like that. I was, oh, you so mean, bro. I'm the nicest person ever. Like, I'm just very, like, once my mind is set on something, it's there. Especially on something like that. Especially when it comes to dealing with people, relationships, and, who you be with. Like, you don't like it? That's fine. It's all good. I ain't gonna change my mind on what I want to do and what I see, who I know I need to be with, and what I feel is compatible with me. I'm not gonna change it because you don't know it. There's somebody out there.
I think you mentioned something about dating. One of the things that I speak to a lot of men and women about relationships because like the way I talk about my wife. Let me ask you a question. Because every word is like, well, my wife got my back, my wife did this. Let me tell you what my wife did for me. You're like, let me ask you, okay. Oh, no, she's like, what you want to know? In a text message. I said, I just found out everything I wanted to know. And you was cut off for life at that point. For life.
For life. No.
Well, but she wasn't for me. She was for who she married. That like that text message relationship. I'm like, no, I need to hear your voice because that's the old school form of communication. And you can hook up some apps to see if you're lying now, but that was just for me to get to know you. I can't get to know you through a text message. I need to get to know you either by observing, seeing who you are, and and when Tony joined the production team, I saw her for a whole year before we even dated. Before we even thought about it. Look it up. But for a whole year. Oh yeah. But that's real though.
Like before they was dating, like.
Well, her and DT. Man.
Oh, you on DT?
Yeah, her and DT boy. You can go out. It's like y'all dating me. They're like, no, I'm a staff. But but they were just going back and forth. But when I saw her, I'm like, man, she serves just hardcore like me. She do this. Is she reliable? You know, you can always count on her to be she
You're watching
organized.
her.
Yeah, but not knowing that.
Yeah, but I mean, not watching her like.
Wasn't stalking her.
Like,
Right. Yes. I'm like, man, that's a good woman right there. And then I'm like, well, what? Yeah. Hey, let's know you number one fan.
And where you going?
Oh, I just come in. You gonna work an hour?
So I'm gonna change your house, all right?
Yeah. No, but
I
it was,
can look at your schedule. Let me see.
but I was grateful. You know, I was grateful for being patient and not trying to be buck wild again, because it's real easy. It's nothing but distractions for men. Women distractions. Just call it what it is. It's like, what's that scent? What's that smell? You got your hair all done and all of that stuff. You know, put some highlights. Hey, girl, you got some highlights.
Like they got that hair laid,
Distraction.
they're real nice.
What you doing?
That's our power
you on the
distractions.
Bluetooth?
That's what I basically
Okay.
what I was talking about. Power distractions.
Yes, I do. I got some more, but
Yeah.
I had the Thursday when I was ready, but I didn't have Saturday.
Sunday is free. Sunday is free. We just ask for donations.
And both of the times at
7:30. Now, don't feel bad about Destiny. We went there and saw how jumpy the screen was. I was like, oh, I can't do that.
You edited,
I was
right?
like, oh.
The song, and we actually read through the
Oh,
lyrics
I think
and break it down.
Yeah, I heard about. I think I caught a video on that.
I told him, I said, if I got to do something.
Yeah, not necessarily Islam. Anything that sticks out, kind of explain. Oops, you messed
You know,
up.
we can get some chairs.
Um, To explain like what they could have meant by it.
We
And,
can go take over the Chick-fil-A.
a lot of people don't think about what they're listening to. They
Yeah,
just-
no, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Take the world. You know.
Got a winner.
You can post those. Like every racetrack has a
Oh, little
community thing.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
What you want? They doing? I know. The one from the top. I think that's right. The one from the top.
We got like R. Kelly song. The chocolate.
That's what everybody thought. That's what everybody thought.
Willie Walker was before that. They just took
Well, you know, remix everything.
So he
You seen the covers? You seen the
Oh, I was
covers?
supposed to be
Yeah,
urban
the
version.
name like you showed us.
That's
Did
why
you
someone
pick the
knows
final
hip-hop.
card?
The way
Yes, and I'll show you. I'll show you what I did with it.
We did the list. I did the list.
Y'all should have played the Chocolate Factory. Y'all played
We did. We had other songs. We had in that song. We did we remixed hip hop.
You got to remix it? You ain't got no Christian in?
No, remixing in the sense of like we just like changed the lyrics up.
Christified it?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is when I was young. This is high school. But yeah, this is my high school.
Dang, that was long.
Oh, okay. In LA? Nice.
Third verse is flat.
Man, that's good stuff.
So it's not
It's not his verse. Oh yeah, cut that out.
Oh,
Who is
yeah,
this?
Punch. Somebody named Punch.
I said the hardest thing about the movie was
What, the person's
I'm a-
name? Punch?
I'm behind the scenes.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like,
I ain't
what
know
happened? And
none of my
I
1 minute and 20
Kendrick.
seconds.
Oh, right.
Just
I had to
skip it.
pace it up.
I can't believe it.
And then it was like one scene.
What's over,
The
Justin?
only scene's about between me and Larry. It's about
Faith by Kendrick
5 or 6
Lamar.
minutes.
Oh, I think I heard that joke
Look.
before.
You are
It's pretty dope.
this guy. I'm this guy. You just going back and forth.
Huh?
It came out so
Yeah.
good.
It's like an old school Kendrick Lamar song.
No.
Yes, freestyle.
Yeah, it was.
Improv.
You
I
talking
mean,
about how
but,
basically
going back and forth, I'm like, man, you foul. I was glad you did this. And he's like, ouch. You know, I'm like, I thought we even wrote that.
Yeah.
You know, he's like,
It's easy. I
oh,
love
wait,
it.
oh, wait, yeah, hold on.
40 seconds.
I love improv. The last time I did last week in Tennessee.
All
The
right.
lights don't expire. Right?
Lord Almighty. Oh, real quick. The reason the song we're doing today is called "Faith" by Kendrick Lamar, and the reason we're doing that is my wife got into a conversation at work with somebody who said they said that they thought that Kendrick Lamar was a Christian rapper,
Yeah.
and she was like, "No, that's not the case." But he was like, "No, I think he is. You know, he has uplifting songs. His album, there was a prayer on there and all that kind of stuff."
DMX.
And I think people are confused about what a Christian is, and if Kendrick Lamar is a Christian, or is he walking as a Christian and all that kind of stuff. So it was interesting. But the guy told her that there was a song he had that made him feel like he was. So I haven't heard it. So we're gonna go through it line for line and see what the deal is. You ready?
All right. I take a sip of Hennessy and then get really drunk. I ain't a drinker, I'm a thinker, call it what you want. But if you turn your back, know that you just missed your chance to witness the realest stuff that's ever been told to man. I found myself losing focus at a Sunday service. Embarrassed, so I start questioning God, what is my purpose? He said to live the way he did, that's all he want from me. Spread the word and witness, he rose on the first Sunday. I said, all right, enthused that my Lord gave a listen. I opened my Bible and searched to be a better Christian. And this from a person that never believed in religion. But man, my life is so messed up. Man, I can't help but give in. I'm giving testimonies to strangers I never met. Hopped on the pulpit and told them how I was truly blessed. Felt like I'm free from all my sins when the service was over. Walked out the church, then got a call that my homie was murdered. Then lost my faith again. What am I going to do? Gotta have faith. Life is too much. I'm just through. Where is your faith? Don't you give up. Don't you give in. Faith, all you need is the size of a mustard seed. Single black parent from Compton raising children of 4. That's 4 innocent bastards because Papa, they don't know. Her day consists of working back and forth with babysitters. Can't find no one to watch her kids, so she pay her sister. Her baby daddy ain't bout it. That ninja ain't bout it. Spill his daughter milk just to cop a new outfit. She prayed to God every night, hoping that he'll mature. And maybe one day his kids, something that he'll live for. Baby want to go back to school, but she needs some help because it's hard trying to pay the bills when you by yourself. She thought about credit card scams until she heard a voice that said the devil is a lie, make a better choice. Not live like there isn't a God, then die and find out there really is. Think about it.
Wow. Kendrick Lamar. Faith.
This was on what album?
I have no idea.
It's
a mixtape. What y'all think? What y'all think?
Man,
What are you doing?
I mean, I like the song. I mean, it's real.
Thank you.
I mean, that's a real situation. You know, I'm from LA too, so I can, relate to the whole single parent thing, raising kids and stuff like that. And something that stood out to me is that for those people who feel like they have a relationship with God, but maybe not is the biggest church goer, you know what we're talking about. I feel like sometimes, like, what he was questioning that is like, you see people speaking in tongues, and you see all the different things, and it's like, dang, like, why don't I do that? Why can't I do that? Or do I even know how to do that? Or am I supposed to do that? And there's all these questions that, it makes people feel that maybe they're not as holy a Christian that, that they desire to be or know how to be, because there's so many different styles of praise. So, I never, I've always said to be different, and I've always been taught to, not to do what everybody else do because they're doing it. Simply, like you find your own way and your own lane, and you make your way in whatever capacity. So if it is in church, it's not me trying to be like somebody. So, I see him chop, so I'm going to chop like that. And I've been in many churches where I've seen it. I've seen, I'm not going to say their names, but I've seen where a guy, one of the head preacher of the church, and you have his people, and he'll just break out and shout. And I've literally seen somebody just go just like this. And they start shouting, like, it ain't like they felt it. You just visibly see that they saw it. Okay, he shouted, so let me shout. Okay, let me catch it, let me go. And that's something it happens so much, and I call it, like, these are people who are holy sanctified, but they play church.
Yeah.
They play church, and so it's not real, and that's not good for people who are on that wall, that fence, where it's like make or break. And so it's one of those things that I feel, even as Christians or church goers, and that we have to realize our purpose, the church's purpose,
right?
The church's vision, the pastor's vision. And a lot of times people have their own agendas. In church, a lot of times you
have his relationship with God to take that to the next level, so he can understand what his purpose is, because all the questions can be answered And they're answered through the Word of God, not through what you do, what they do on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or at any church or on TV1 or whatever channel or TBN. You know, that's not going to make him elevate him to this height of Christianity. But who's going to disciple him and say, "Let me show you what God has for you," and help you get those questions answered?
I think I think that's where it is. Because at the end of the day, it's like you can say you're a Christian, and you can say you just can't stop there. You gotta have to want to develop your faith to another level. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I heard that song before, and I was like, yo, this is pretty dope. But then you can fast forward, and even some other songs that Kendrick Lamar has that make you think and stuff like that. But then he has songs where you be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? And it's not saying I don't know judgmentally, but from somebody like, for example, where I used to work at a long time ago, and I told somebody I was a Christian, and he would be like, "Why you know that song and you're a Christian?" You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
from the world's perspective, like from a real person from the world would be like, "You're a Christian, but you saying or what you saying on Backstreet Freestyle is kind of." I'm not saying it. I'm saying from the world perspective, they would say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. I like Kendrick Lamar. It's something about Kendrick Lamar that has something like it, even though he did that verse on what's his name. To me, he still has a humility.
He has a conscience.
Yeah, it's something about him that, like, if he got with the right folks, his perspective can change.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he'll be a Christian rapper because, to be honest with you, I don't know if he's like even called to be a Christian rapper. At the end of the day, just to be honest. But if he got with the right people to disciple him, like he said, some of his stuff can change. Because right now he's just around who he around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they're not challenging him to step his faith up. You know, they may be challenging him to step his lyrics up, step his bars up, but they're not challenging him to step. Hey man, are you saying you're a Christian? Okay, fine. Let's do something where we can help you become a better Christian.
Here's a technical question. It says if you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus Christ is Lord, then you will be saved. And it sounds from this song that you know what I'm talking about. That no matter what side of the fence you are, here's the problem with that. Because what a Calvinist will believe is if you don't turn away from your sin, you probably never got saved. Because the evidence of you being saved is a new heart and a transformed life. And God, you may not be right off the bat, but you'll start seeing a change in your heart.
Yeah.
And Arminian would say that you may have gotten saved, but you're losing it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, one believes in backslide, and the other one that you never see.
Right. So where does your actual walk? Now I'm not talking about works like is he doing good stuff. I'm talking about if he continues to talk about negative things that are anti what the Bible is saying, sex before marriage, killing, shooting, drugs, whatever. And I'm not saying he's for all these things, but if you listen to some of his songs, you might get confused.
Yeah.
So is he a Christian? Can you tell just by what he says in the songs?
I'm glad you brought that point up because there's two things God told us to do, or Christ told us to do. We need to testify and share the gospel, and we just need to love each other the same way that Christ loved the world. So, is what he's doing bringing people closer to Christ, or is he pulling away? Mm-hmm. If what he's doing is bringing people closer to Christ, then according to we can look at that result of who he is and say he's a influential Christian. But if he's pulling people away from Christ, then he's doing damage. See, he's not spreading the gospel. Whatever he's spreading just isn't Christian by definition.
I feel like it could also be bringing people to a place of mediocrity and confusion because it's watered down. You look at a song like this and somebody may feel like, okay, let me throw this song on by Kendrick because I want to feel close to God. But they can also go through Kendrick's collection and be like, I'm mad right now, I want to kill somebody, let me throw on one of Kendrick's songs so I can, get my anger on. So I just feel like we have to be careful, even if he is a Christian, for anybody. His life is on display. So, I mean, any one of us, we could put our life on display, and it may sound like the same albums, you know, if our stuff was all put on music. We have to be careful. And this is something I've been tussling with lately when I've been reading Hebrews. And it's like, we can't be me.
That's what being a Christian is. Then what have we done to make them believe that that's what being a Christian is? Is it my fault for not saying to someone, this is how you become a Christian and this is what it means? And also to tag on what you said about confessing, it to me it should be an automatic decision in your mind. Yes, I'm going to follow Christ, but there is a process, and there's a elevation, and there's a goal to stop doing the crap, so you can get the full grace of what God has given us. But I know I wasn't able to do that by myself. Like, okay, yeah, here's my free Bible. Okay, so read what you want me to read, and I'm good. That was not the story. There was somebody that looked me straight in the eyes and made me accountable. Where you going? Oh, well, I'm just gonna hang out with my friends. Why? Oh, well, blah blah blah. So there's somebody in my face that wasn't afraid to tell me that God loves me and He has something in store for me, and let me help you find out what it is. In that song, I heard a lot of, this happened, so now I'm not faithful. That happened, so now I'm not faithful anymore. So who was grabbing him by the collar and saying, don't worry about that. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Your journey, your story is being written. I didn't hear none of that in that song.
Yeah.
So that song was, like you said, okay, Christ, I believe in Jesus Christ. I said that prayer, so now I'm a Christian. I'm going to keep doing what I want. Pookie got killed. Whatever. I'm going to smoke, drink some. He started slow. He took a drink.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm still doing everything that I was doing, and nothing is working, and people are dying, and it's just a lot of complaining, but there's no spiritual maturity at all on that track. And if that is represented to non-Christians to say, yeah, well, that's what being a Christian is about, then we totally are failing.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I think he just from what I'm seeing, I would say this is a Christian dude. God may be his savior, but I don't know if Jesus is his Lord. I think that's the difference that we're seeing in a lot of people, is that people claim him as their savior, but they don't.
Yes.
Because this, you don't get paid for this.
No.
I mean, this is one track. For him to do this on the whole album, you're gonna lose some fans, guaranteed.
Yeah. Hey, you want something about that?
Paper.
No, but I was going to say this, and I didn't really try to take it in a different direction. If that is what American Christianity is, then you're in trouble. Like, and the reason I say that is because if I'm just saying a prayer, and you know what I'm saying, like, I think at the end of the day, discipleship is what it is, man. Like he said, it's like, if you're doing this by yourself, you're going to mess up all the time. And I'm not saying that you're not a Christian because you didn't mess up, but it's something about when, in the Bible, when like people were discipling other people, they started looking like the church. They started being what Christ wanted them to be. But when they by themselves, or they don't look like Christ, like, that's what it is. And I think that's what's wrong with America. Nobody can tell nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to tell a grown adult, hey man, like he said, hey man, what you doing? Oh, I'm about to go to this party. Why you going to that party? I'm grown. I can go to that party. You know what I'm saying? How do you disciple somebody when they like, I'm going to do me? And that's the problem with Christianity right now. It's people saying, I love God, but I'm going to still do me. Like, for example, at my job one time, it was I work overnight at my job, and this girl comes in. She like she just came from the club. And my coworker, she was playing Take Me to the King. And the girl, she got like a product to basically go get high off of, and she was like, yo, man, y'all blowing my high, man. That's my song, Take Me to the King by
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm thinking like, wow, thank you God for quote unquote blowing her high, but at the same time, it's like whatever she's looking for at the club, like somebody should be in her life, being like, discipling her to the point where she don't even want to go to the club because there's nothing at the club no more.
Right.
She shouldn't
Yes,
have
sir.
to. She shouldn't have to look that way to try to find somebody because she knows her self worth already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard, to be honest with you. It's kind of hard to say that to somebody when you at work because you don't know if somebody can complain or whatever. But this is just thinking about America in itself. Like, we're losing a lot of people because we're not discipling people. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, it's not just new Christians, it's old Christians too. People, like the Word of God says, people falling from the faith because no discipleship. Like, how do you disciple somebody that have been saved 10 years?
And to say, so what are we doing?
Yeah.
Are we just trying to get the dollar? Are we trying to, see if we can have the biggest church? Are we trying to see who can get the most glory and fame? Or are we going to go to God?
Yeah.
And I feel like, that's what we're losing. We're losing it in our pastors, we're losing it, which is trickling down into the sheep.
Yeah, man. All right, man. That's it for today. You in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Wright to Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go. Woo. You gonna be able to pull one off?
Not enough for one.
Don't. Can't do it. It could be done. Who? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
What we can do?
Huh?
What we doing?
Nothing, man.
We don't have cards.
We don't have anything else. We could do another number. It's almost 8. He's gonna be mad.
Yeah, don't forget, send me a wish list.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, man.
I'm going to reach out and see what I can do.
I appreciate it, man.
I need equipment.
You know what's something we've been trying to figure out, man, is a phone system. I got it working with like Google Voice and my cell phone, but it was just too hard for me to be like, hello. Yeah, you wanna feel, you know what I mean?
Okay.
If we had something easier to deal with, I just may need your brain for that one, like just figuring it out. I got it where I had it plugged into the system, and there was like a mic headphone connector for the iPhone, and it worked sometimes.
Right.
But it was just hard to deal with. It would be easier if somebody would be in there answering the phone and then tapping it in and all that kind of stuff.
Or not the phone like that, talking through the computer, because you can use the audio output into another mixer.
Okay.
So there's something about like taking a phone call and putting it in one mixer. That's why it's patchy.
Yeah.
And go to another source because you're gonna create a loop.
Yeah.
So let me it's a 3-wire.
Yeah.
So there's a splitter that will split 2 wires. It'll split it into 2
You
groups.
putting up the phone?
No, there's a different splitter. It splits the audio. Yes.
That's what we're using.
Yeah, you got to find the right one that's the audio. One is audio, one is mix.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. So you find the audio one. You can run the audio one into here, but everybody has to monitor through their headphones. So, but the other thing is you got to get everybody headphones. Another mic mixer.
I bought this one. Off Monoprice, which was good.
So how much?
$20.
Yeah, you can get some. I bought some headphones off of Amazon for like $9, $10. They work perfect. They have a cord made out of like cotton, so it's not even the cord. If you pull it, it won't snap. It won't break. It's made out of material. So you have that cord, and I go through headphones like crazy because I usually always walk away into the.
would. I think so.
That'd be dope if you can get a headphone company to sponsor us.
Yeah, I work actually. I'll What about
They used to beat this guy.
Oh yes, he did.
That's a problem. You do the B-boy and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
See, but you know, that's the sad part is those are 20-year-old stories, 25-year-old stories. No, but that's when she was with him before Shook went.
Right.
But this is 80s, early 90s. So
the question is, he still beating?
That's my question.
Yeah, he got a wife now.
But his wife ain't never said he beat.
Yeah. Beats by Drake. Prophetic.
Yeah. Session, it was prophetic.
Did she talk on the show?
She's so annoying, that voice. That's her voice.
But you know what she sing? About it.
No, he said get both.
Oh, okay.
So, you know.
But how did it get on Vivo though?
I think anybody can do it. There's never seen like they would have mind. Yeah.
I'm not doing last long day.
Oh, because your thing was at tonight. Oh, so this the rap?
So, what are you gonna do about this? You doing the computer?
I need to figure that out now. Because he was saying as long as we just get rid of it, but I just need to them to the office.
Because I got my work computer and I'm using it. Okay. If you can move everything over to it.
To your PC?
Okay.
You guys gave me this computer.
Oh,
I gotta try to figure out how to put virtual DJ in there. Because I can put new marks in it, but I need virtual DJ.
That's all right. We got that straight.
Yeah. See, I gotta put it down. Alright, there it goes. 2x2 drop. Oh, shit. I thought it was just to do that. You heard the what?
I was talking to
You saw his wife?
Okay, in that little complex. Is this Anton? Yeah, but everything is gonna come with it.
Did y'all see it? Yeah, he was like, what was he eating somewhere?
You were sitting right next to him.
Wow. By
Somebody
himself?
came in and gave him a bag, and then left his
Transactions.
Okay.
If I want to
Money for the church.
Gotta stay on the float.
I thought about it after first drop, but I didn't. I feel like so briefly.
Allegedly.
But then, since it was blocked,
Yeah, he blocked me for something like that. And then somebody from his church came out with a battle rap against him.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Ah,
You
nah.
can look that up.
That's
I knew the dude because he was working with his boy something for Christ.
Hi, Campbell.
Hi, bro. Yeah, man. I want to see it.
That's all mine.
no, like I said,
Why you always nice meeting me?
I'm saying, but they.
Thank you. But I enjoyed it. Keep doing it. So let me know what's next, man. What's next? Oh man, dude, I'm working with this the other station I went to. He done recruited me. He has I was telling you about it. He has the deal with Bright Star Cable. that's overseas. It's like 6.5 million people. And so what he's doing is for $250 you get a 30-minute slot once a month. And so it's programmed just like TV, you know. And so we're trying to find a studio where we can get some equipment. That's why we have to get some donated equipment. But we'll be producing shows, game show, Christian game show, Christian, you know, of course a talk show, but sitcoms. We want to do like an in living color, but, you know, but just keeping it real Christian. But the idea is it could be anything. Like Chef Marcus would do his cooking show, and it'll be just little 30-minute shows. And so that's
Is that YouTube or
no, dude. This is overseas. This ain't even here.
Oh, wow.
This is like
It's gonna be in
Africa,
English?
Middle East. Yeah, Africa, Middle East, some parts of